Since this is the miniature build class, I will show you what you need to do before you actually start building your character models. So if you are trying to build a character models, the first thing you need to do is decide how many parts your miniature will have. So let's say I have all these parts, so the head, the torso, the arms, the hands, the bottoms and legs, and the eyes. So I have pretty decent amount of part right here. So why do you need many parts and why do you need less part? Okay, if you want a lot of movement, so you do know that you can adjust animation, right? So if you want to have a very nice animation, you will need more parts. So the more parts you have for the models, the smoother the animation of the model will be, and the less part is, the less smooth the animation will be. So yeah, decently I would say 10 parts or more is decently. So if you have less than 10 parts, the animation will not be that good, like for sure. So this is how the standing animation looks like, and this is with only 11 parts. So as you can see, I already calculated the like the minimum parts you need for a good animation. So in this model style I have a lot, but in this particular one I have the head separately, the torso, we have the wait, hold on, I need to grab this. Alright, the arms and hands, so 2 parts for the hands because I want to have like some attack animation with sword and arrows, so I need 2 parts for the hands. On the other hand, I don't need 2 parts for the legs. I build the legs like stuck with the bottoms right here because we only need that walking animation. So just 1 part right here, and the 2 eyes separately because it's just look better. There's no animation to the eyes actually, but I do make the eyes glow in the darks. So yeah, one more very general tips if you are new to Mini World. If you want to build something that glow in the darks, you use these Horus blocks down here. So it's in the crop section, it's down here. So if you build these blocks and you use them for your miniature, it will glow in the dark. If you still wonder how it looks, then let's go back to our models right here and let's turn off the light. It will glow in the dark somewhat like this. So the brighter color will have a better glow like this yellow, and the darker one will have a darker glow like this green one, but it still glow in the dark. So yeah, if you want to do that, make sure you grab the Horus block. Another one a lot of people ask is how do you build like transparent miniature. So instead of Horus, you will use the glass block. In sun-dry section, you have all these glass blocks. Just keep in mind, if you use this glass and you build something with these tools, it's called the with the miniature workbench here, you save it, it would not be transparent. It would not be transparent right away. You need to put that models into this machine. It's called the custom model editor. So as soon as you put it into this machine, I think I have a very good example for this. Hold on. So right here I have a transparent block. So as soon as you put it in the machine, it will look transparent, like you can literally see through it, and it will also look like that when you make a model. So yeah, very cool, right? This is just a transparent rainbow blocks I made for no reason. This is not for the next map, alright? This is just something I want to try and see how it will look like. So now you know how a rainbow transparent blocks look like. Trust me, it's not easy to color all of this. Anyway, it's look pretty nice though. So yeah, that's the most general tips that I can give you about buildings and building miniatures in Mini World. Alright, so after you have all the parts decide how many parts you need, you can start customize each part. If you want to build miniature and be a good miniature builder, like a great miniature builder, you have to set up your own build set. And usually these will be all the items you need. Like the item I'm using right here, except for a gun. I will explain to you why I have the gun later, but except for a gun, you will want to have this tool. Where is it? This one. So these are all the items you will need when building miniatures. And the reason why you only need one blocks is because no matter which blocks you use, when you create a models or miniature, they will just look the same, and the difference is only the color. When you make a miniatures, they don't look like different blocks at all, they're just different in color. So you would either want to use one of these. You want to use either the sand blocks or the wool. The reason why I don't use the wool because it has different pattern on it, and sometimes it's hard to imagine what the models will look like with the patterns on these wool blocks. So I would highly recommend you use the sand blocks and just usually use the white one, and then you can color everything you like. Alright, let's go through some of the tools. This one right here is called Brov's Miniature Workbench. This one is for building like large scale weapons because it has a way bigger range, like building area than this miniature workbench. So this one is for big weapons or big parts. The reason why you have this huge hand here, a lot of people don't know yet if you're new, is so that you can just form the weapons inside this hand. So if you build a sword and the hand is holding it, and then you create the weapons, then when you hold it on your hand, it will look exactly like that. So this is for how you form the weapons in your hand. But hey, you can also do it with the what is called again, the custom model editor. So yeah, there's multiple ways you can do it, but this one is for large parts, for building large parts or weapons, large part or weapons. Okay, keep that in mind. Alright, this one, of course, the Terran editor is for quick build editing. For quick build, you will need to use this. This one is Miniature Workbench, is for building anything like parts and small models. You can use this like very often. This one is Custom Model Editor to just build miniature and then add animation to it. So the main part of this tools is to add animation to your miniature. Alright, these are the two tools that you use to paint your models. The painter is for small detail, and the big painter X is of course for bigger scale models that you just want to spam the colors. There's also this copier that I will usually use to just make my build easier, but right now I'm just coloring them mostly. So yeah, you can use the copier and the Terran editor for faster build. This final one is a plugin tool, and I highly recommend you guys have one of this in your build map because alright, I will show you why you need it. So if you have a small build map like this is actually a small one, you don't actually need this tool. But let's say you have a very big build map. I will show you what a big build map looks like. It looks like this. It looks like chaos, and it's still loading. As you can see right here, like 1,756 models. That's insane. I didn't even remember building that much, but hey, this is what it looks like in a very large build map. So if I turn on the maps, you guys will see we have tons of models in my build maps. Although I like line them up very like statistically, like I can know which one is, but to travel from one place to another is very time consuming, and usually people just want to use what do we use? Okay, usually they just use a roast chicken or the football shirt to speed up, but that's not very effective. I already tried it and I don't like that method. So I highly recommend you have a plugin tools like this one. And if you already see me use it from the very beginning of the video, you know exactly what it does. So let's say I want to get to that mode over there, and I use this too, and I just fly. I actually can spam it like very fast. So as you can see, if I know exactly where I want to go, I can just use this tool and just speed myself through everything. Of course, you will need to wait for the screen to load, but hey, you can, oh my god, this one was one of my biggest like item builds. This is huge, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, this one was huge. Alright, so yeah, this tool is for speeding up in huge build map. If you have one, you definitely need a tool like this to just travel around effectively. Alright, let's just quickly show you how to build this. This is so easy. You can do it in like 2 minutes. So you just need to add a plugin in your build maps. You just need to add in like a plugin like this. So you can name it anything, and you can use any model for this. The most essential things is that you add this skill. So again, I will show you how you add this skill. So you can create any kind of props. You use mix, add in any models, enter any names, and then you go directly to skill. You add new item skill. You add this one, power strike. You pick that and you go knockback 64. You go this to wait, no, you go, I think this was, yeah, is this one? Hold on, I think, yeah, 64 0. No charging, non-jar mode, no cooldown. You want to set this to single target. Make sure you set this to single target and then confirm and then save. I will just quickly check it. Let's see. So the skill here, yeah, 64. Okay, after that you just go in your build map and then you can get the item from the custom section in your bags. Again, it has to load all of these models, so it would take a while, right? You just grab it from here. Oh wait, here's my Kakashi. I told you I do have a Kakashi build before, right? This was like I think this was almost 6 months ago. Oh my god, why is this so fast? Hold on, wait, what the heck? This one also have a very cool animation actually. Hold on, come on. Oh wait, it doesn't hit me, but it does have that Sharingan animation as well. But hey, I don't think you guys can see it now. Anyway, I already built Kakashi before. I just haven't built my guy. Alright, so let's get back to our smaller build maps. Where was we? Where were we? Oh yeah, we were going through all of the items, right? So now you know you need to have like at least like 6 of these items to like make very good process in your building maps, stuff like that. And you also have to decide which slot you want the item to be in. So like I already decided this like order, so now I don't even need to look at it. So I know whenever I move to the 6th spot, it will be the color gun like this. The 7th spot, it's the color X. So I know exactly where things is, so it make it very easy for me to just build things very fast, because I'm so used to this order set, this build set already. Alright, so the last thing is, why did I have the gun? Alright, the most important things of all, why did I have a gun in my build set? And it's also very common when you see me have this gun in my build maps. The reason is because I build a lot of creature models. So for example, I build this and I save it as a creature, and this machine will just bomb a creature in my build maps. And if you haven't know, if your build maps have a tons of creature in it, it will become very laggy. Like it will become so laggy that you cannot build things. So what I want to do is, of course, just get rid of them. So that is why I have a gun, because I build a lot of creature models. Alright, so that is like all the tips for this building set. if you ever like try to assemble a humanoid figure from scratch, here will be some tips you guys can use for this model editor or animation editor. So the first thing you want to do is you click on it, you click custom model, you click confirm, and then you click create. Name, you should name every part of your models. Again, just don't do it like me. I always do this. I always do number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 because I'm lazy. The first thing is I'm very lazy when it's come to typing actual words. And the second thing is I have a very good memories when it's come to numbers, so that's why I'm using this. But it's always recommended that you name every part you build to know which one it is. When you needed to fix something, you come back and you see the name, you can fix it. Alright, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so when you build something, you build a model from scratch, you want to click on custom model, you need either click confirm or you just click on this. So you go straight in here and you select a part to start building. So here's the first tips. When you build a humanoid figure, the core part is not the head. The core part is always the torso, the upper bodies of that characters. Like a lot of people got this wrong. A lot of people think that the core like part should be the head, but it's not. It's the torso, and I will explain you why. First of all, if I want to explain this to you, I would need to get an example, and the best way I can do this is grab one of these. Okay, so this one I already said. So this is the core part. All of these are smaller parts inside the core part, and as you can see, the core part I'm using is the torso, the body part, not the head. So why didn't I choose the head to be the core part? So the core parts will move every other part inside the model. So let's say for example I spin this like this, every other part will spin with the core part, just like that. So for example, I spin it like this, it will spin like this. It's kind of logically, because when your body spin, everything else spin with you. But if you set the core parts to the head, how can I do this? Let's see, maybe you do it like this. So you record the levels, you set this to subunit. Oh wait, you can't. Oh wait, hold on. First set this to same level. Alright, so now you can set this to subunit of the head. Alright, so now as you can see, the core parts of all of these is the head. And now you will see what is the issue when you set the head to the core part. When you spin the head, everything spin within the head, so it will be like this. You see the issue here? It just doesn't work like that. Like there's no like actual creature that fly around and every part will be spinning around the head. Like the core spot of your character should be here, right in the middle of the torso. And when you do it like this, everything will just spin accordingly to the head, and that's just not how it works. So yeah, and this way you will be way harder to set every pose for your character. So make sure you have the torso as the core part of your models. That should be the most important things. Alright, so when you start building, make sure you select the torso part first. That will be the core parts, and then you just add in, create new parts, and these will be the smaller part, like the sub parts of the models. Okay, so here's the interface, and if you haven't used the editor, here's what you can do inside the editors. Alright, so you have a part. You can move it around either by setting these numbers or use these to track it. It's very simple. If you want to get accurate number, is on this side. So if you switch to this, you can spin it in every direction you want. If you switch it to this, it will be the size of the part. Very simple, right? Alright, so if you look up here, you can zoom in and zoom out. Keep in mind that when you zoom in or zoom out, the actual size of the models won't change. It just makes it easier for you to see. If you want a quick spin, of the parts or the models, you can click this. It will show you every angle you need to see. And now on this side, if you want to create a new part, you can either click this or you will click on these and click create new unit. So what is the difference between these two options? So if you click on this, you create a new part which is the same level as the previous part. Hold on, I did it wrong. So if you click this, it will create a part with the same level as the previous part. As you can see, these have no connect backlight, so which means these are the same levels. But if you click on this, it will create a part that within this part. So it's a smaller part inside of this part. As you can see right here, it's inside of this part. So if the part is inside of another part, it will move accordingly to the bigger one. So here's the small one. If the big one move, the small one will move within it. That's the difference between the connection of an individual parts and all of the part inside the bigger parts. All right. So for each part, actually you have another option right down here. If you can see right down here, there's a model parameter and a bond parameter. So a bond parameter, which means whenever you switch or change this, every parts within that part, like every smaller part within that part, will be changed accordingly to this numbers you change here. But if you switch this to the model parameter, only the parts that you are selecting will change. So the big part will change. As you can see, the smaller part will not be changed at all. It will still stay there. But if I switch back to this bond parameter, everything will move at once. So that's the difference between these two settings. A lot of people haven't noticed, but it's very simple. So this one is for every part within the part. This one is for the parts alone. It will not affect any other parts when it change. All right. So that is all for the models putting together. This is how you copy. Like, do you want to copy this whole set of models? You can just copy this and then you can pass this with a mirror image, which means you want it to be what do you call it? If you want it to be opposite from the already models from different side, you can do that. And after you click that, it will be there will be a copy of that. So yeah, these are all the tools you have for the assembling part, and then you have the animation part, which I will talk about later on. do this together. So for animation, you have these frames. You can set how many frames you want them to be. Let's say 10 frames. For like more difficult animation, you will need more frames. All right. So if you have two animation, two frame like just next to each other like this, which means the animation will be very fast, very fast. If you have the two frames, like one frames here and one from here, like for example this one, I have one frames here, which means the animation will be slow, very slow like this. So if I have them like, if I have the animation closer like this, only one frame away, they will be a lot faster like this. And if you have them next to each other, it will be very fast. So that's how you adjust the animation speed. Depend on what animation you want to set. You can set the speed by moving the frame closer or further. You can also copy and paste your frame. You can use this to rewind the animation. So let me just create an attack animation for the assassin character, and maybe you guys will see how this is done. And you can start create some simple animation at first and then move on. I myself am not very good at animating, so I create very like simple animation, but I make sure they still work very effectively. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is I want to give the assassin a very clean, like fast cut animation, like it will do an X cut and then just swipe through the enemies. All right, so let's do that. So if I want to do that, I would need to move the sword like an X mark in front of the character, right? So I will need to grab the hand here. I will need to adjust the spin here like this. Let's do maybe 90. Oh wait, 90 is too much. Let's do 80, and then adjust this to forward to -10. Let's spin this down. Oh yeah, when you're doing animation like this, do not worry about the real model, because the animation doesn't affect your real model at all. Whatever you do inside the animation, it will not affect your real model, so just feel free to do anything. Alright, so that's one arm. We need the second one as well, so let's get it. Oh wait, I got the wrong one. I got the wrong part. Hold on. This one should be the arm. Alright, so move it up 80. Also move it up 25. Alright, 20, and then move it like this. Alright, that should be how I imagine it look like. That's pretty dope. Hold on. Alright, so what happened next is I want a very fast action to look like a cut. So I will do this. I usually do this for the sword, which you make the sword actually bigger, so it look like they are actually swiping the sword really hard. That make it look bigger. So let's go to 1.4 for this one. 1. Oh wait, wrong part again. Where is it? This is the Q9, right? Alright, this should be, yeah, this should be this one. 1.4, so they got bigger, and the next frame you will just return them to the normal slice. So when the animation run, you will see that the sword get bigger for a slip moment, that it looks like it's wiped very hard, that it's got bigger. So that's just a thing that I learned from doing animation that you guys can apply. Alright, so now I want it to look like he cut out an X mark. So let's swipe his hand. Oh wait, this is not his hand. Oh my god. This is the issue when you don't name your parts. You got very confused. Alright, so swipe out like this. How for 40? Alright, let's just go with 40 and then drag this back to 0. Alright, 0, and also this one go down to, oh my god, hold on. Wrong one, 40. 40 and 0. Yeah, that should be good. So here's how it looks. You see? Even if I make the sword bigger, it just look like he done a very fast swipe. So yeah. Okay, so actually I want the assassin to actually dash forward as well, so I will grab his torso and move it. Oh wait, this is not forward, this is forward. Move it 40, yeah, 40 blocks ahead, just like that, and maybe adjust his head a bit. Like that. And then 2 frames later he will get back to where he were, which means 0. And then I only need this much frame for the attack animation, so it looks decently enough, but hold on, I think I can do better than this. So right now it looks like this, but I want to look at more. It look more dynamic. Oh my god, what the heck? Oh my god, what is wrong with my something that's like sometimes it's just really hard when you try to adjust and everything just go chaos. Alright, should be like this, like this. This should look more dynamic. Yeah, that's definitely looking more dynamic. I definitely wanted to like lunge forward more because an assassin dashes very fast. So maybe 60. Yeah, that's definitely good. All right, I'm keeping this. All right, so that's how you set up a simple animation.